I can hear you in the headphones.
Okay, I can hear y'all in the headphones.
I can hear you in the headphones.
Yeah,
hey,
you can hear me.
Hey. Alright. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't too loud. What was that? I didn't send out a tune in now text.
No, that was the garage apartment started it live.
Say what? I'm not sending out nothing. 2 minutes.
I bet that goes about every time, yeah. Oh, did you watch it today? The City game? No.
No, I saw the score though.
Oh, yeah, the world saw the score.
Nah, Chelsea's got problems.
That score reverberated all the way through London. Fight it, man!
You should check us out on put a screen up for the Instagram live. How much you do have one?
Gay Rod's apartment.
I mean, you can do Facebook Live.
They started.
Yeah, I just figured we can keep the presence.
That's what Mama and them is saying.
Oh boy.
Break down of dead cap space. Players not on the roster, but they count against the salary cap. New York has 60 million. 49% of the team's salaries comprised of players that are not on their
1
roster.
minute, fellas. 1 minute.
Who is
One of
this?
those probably
The
Carmelo.
The New York Knicks have $60 million tied up in people that aren't even on their team. Phoenix has 39 and they won 5 games this year. $39 million tied up in people that ain't even playing for.
Well, that's why the NFL don't want guaranteed contracts.
That lets you know how you suck then, because every one of these teams are tanking. And Phoenix got 39, Brooklyn got 38.
Ain't T. Robin.
I think what's his name is one that's not.
What's his name would be?
Gilbert Arenas. I think he's still.
They gotta be done paying him.
Alright, let's go, fellas.
I mean,
Here
why
we
did
go.
they
And
let's
go.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I don't know what. I hear this. I'm ready. It's Sunday night.
So hustle.
6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you know what that means. Welcome to the Garage Apartment. Real talk, sports talk, with your favorite partners.
Real live talk.
I am the funky militant, Adar Jones. We got the tribe in here.
Yay.
He's a little late, but he hit you with it.
I was reading. That's what I was reading. I apologize.
Tell him who you are, fellas.
That boy Mom Missile.
D-Mac in here.
I'm out in here burning up again.
I think you need to drink more water.
No, I think they need to turn this heat down.
Nah, man, I really think it'd be them energy drinks.
No, you're not hot?
Drinking everything.
You're not hot?
And I got on long johns and another shirt.
Yeah, open that door. You might be anemic. It's not making no sense.
He rocks. We are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we are also on SoundCloud. What I was trying to think of, have we made an anniversary yet? Oh yeah, February 1st passed by. Have we been officially
3 months?
2 months of the game.
That's
2
not an
months? We've
anniversary.
been on, you know what I'm saying? We've been on the air 2 months.
Okay, I guess we can count that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas.
Look, 2 months anniversary.
Absolutely, but we
Really?
appreciate. I know yes, there's no such thing as a month anniversary. Anyway, we appreciate the love and the support.
Shout
We
out to
appreciate
everybody.
each and every one of you who check us out each and every week. Watching, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, so we appreciate that. So, How was your week, fellas?
Long,
That was cool.
but made it through. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was okay. Another week.
We down. Count until spring break.
Got into spring break. That's a nice healthy count though, right?
I would say we got some weeks.
Got
to
till
go, brother.
March.
You
That's
good?
8 weeks.
No, he's got a month.
2 weeks in February.
You got a
My
month.
birthday
It's
is-
March 11th.
Oh, you took the whole week off for your birthday.
Nah, my birthday hit. Once it gets to my week down, it's Sunday. It's just a week right after. Yeah. So,
Is wrestling here on your birthday?
man, that was
Wrestling.
so
Are you still in the wrestling? You still watching
No,
wrestling?
that stuff's trash.
Wrestling used to come.
Man, you say everything is trash right now. So what is not trash right now?
Living.
Okay, well, look, I can't dispute that.
Everything's
at all.
trash. Living gotta be kind
Gotta
of
be.
trash.
It is,
Yeah,
it
everything's
is, because I have to work.
Nah,
You have to work.
as long as you above ground, man, everything is beautiful. As long as you above ground and not looking down at, if you looking down at the dirt, not up at the dirt, shit, it's a good day.
That's what a living is.
Everything else is negotiable.
Hey,
The people in heaven saying that it's pretty wild.
Hey,
Are they?
hey.
You talk to one of them lately?
Supposedly, I talk to them every so often.
I know, okay. We won't get into that.
Okay.
We had our controversy last week.
Controversy.
So the trade deadline passed in the NBA.
The trade deadline passed. We
A lot
had
of
the trade
things shook
deadline.
up.
A lot of things shook up.
Was it?
We also had the debut of the American Alliance of Football.
The Alliance of America.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You see how fresh it is. Huh? The what is it? The Alliance of American Football premiered yesterday.
That's an interesting choice.
We had a quite entertaining NBA game on last night.
What about the one today?
So they just basically just did synonyms for the NFL. They said what would go with national, American.
Well, no, I mean, the game is American football.
Yeah.
I don't know where the alliance comes in.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, did they combine certain leagues together to become the alliance?
No.
Because there's another one starting up too.
Right.
Well, the
XFL is
XFL
coming
started
soon.
in 2020, and they might be in trouble if this whole thing works out the way it's been working out.
Because they
would go in off season too.
It debuted to some
Yeah,
okay
they're going to be a
numbers.
spring league. This is a winter league, I guess you call it. Yeah.
This is when okay.
So
It's February, April. But all the teams are like south of it. The northernmost team is Salt Lake City.
Really?
Yeah, everybody else is in the south. Well, not
It's
east
supposed
south,
to be,
but
it's
south of
I would say football is made to be played in the South.
Yeah, well,
Although people on the East Coast would probably disagree.
they have an Arizona team.
They do have an Arizona team. They have a Phoenix team.
Yeah, which to me,
I don't think they should be trying to compete with NFL cities at all.
they're not trying to compete, but I think Birmingham and San Antonio and Salt Lake got the right idea. I
Right.
don't understand having in Orlando because there's no team in Orlando.
Exactly.
But I don't understand how you expect the team in Phoenix.
They don't really like the Cardinals anyway, so.
Yeah, I know, but I think it would have been better. And
See, San Diego should have a team.
San Diego does have a team.
Okay,
There is
very
San
good.
Diego Fleet.
They'll be quick to get
Because
that
of the
away.
name.
Memphis has a team. I know Memphis loves.
Memphis does have a team.
Memphis has
they
a
keep
team.
putting stuff in Memphis.
What, should they not put
Hoping
it in
it's-
Memphis?
I don't know, man. Memphis is God bless Memphis, but it's a small town, man.
Very small.
But they love football.
They do, but I mean, come on, man.
Small town like what? Like Austin?
Not to mention it's a
It might
chocolate
be
city.
smaller than Austin.
Memphis is a chocolate city, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just saying. It just doesn't seem like a I'm not FedEx is there because they're the Memphis Express, but they got a damn. So I guess that's a Federal Express, right? Right? Because that's the only company in Memphis. And then they got a damn fighter jet on the helmet. I don't understand. And then these uniforms, man,
What they look like.
they're terrible, ugly. They look like
They're
the World Cup
Rondales,
uniform.
aren't
No, they're starters.
Oh, that's right. They
Walmart.
started.
Walmart. But that ain't the problem. I mean,
Turn around, huh?
Starter gonna make. Remember when starter jackets was the shit? Naive.
Hey, you could actually make a lot of money.
Remember when folks was getting killed behind the Bulls and Raiders starters, man? Oh my
I had a
goodness.
Raiders starter.
Yeah, thank God.
I remember that.
God was
My brother had an FSU one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
I had a
Remember that?
Cincinnati one.
Hold up, man. I had a.
Hold up, man.
Remember when that Oilers one was hot down?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
white Oilers one.
Dangerous.
I had a Giants one. I don't know how I ended up with the Giants.
Yeah, I still have my Jaguars starter, and it's the original Jaguars logo, the one they got sued for by the company Jaguar.
Really?
The same logo, yeah. So it still it has the jumping Jaguar, and they never wore that. They never wore that. They were never able to wear that. So I got a one of a kind collector's item. It's
So
probably
now,
about $37.
fellas, which direction do we? Do we want to discuss AAF or do we want to go into trade deadline?
I mean, we can go a couple seconds on the AAF. I mean, you know,
I didn't.
yeah. I mean, we have a San Antonio team, you know, and they seem pretty excited. They had a nice crowd in that horrible building of theirs.
What, I don't know. No, you think it's a horrible thing?
It's terrible. It's a
I've
big
never been,
warehouse.
so I don't know.
It's an embarrassment. That's why they never got a team. People came down there with the Alamo Dome, was like, hell no, we're not playing this.
Man, that was the home of the
But
San Antonio Spurs.
they were willing to tear
Yeah,
that
that was
down
even worse
or
when it was
move
their home.
to another one.
Right. Did you think they won't build one in San Antonio if you tell them they gonna get an NFL team?
Yeah.
I'm almost certain they will.
They would
And they
not.
should tear that monstrosity
They would not
down.
get rid of that Alamo Dome.
They need. I mean, it's only good for doing conventions, maybe.
Man, that thing is.
They get the Final Four every year.
Yeah,
That's
really.
they do, but that's
They
because
do.
of the city though. That's not.
Well,
No, it's because of the Alamo Dome as well.
Well, no,
and
no,
the
no,
hotels.
no. Yes, San Antonio, their whole downtown is dedicated to
Tourism.
downtown and tourism and hotels with convention centers.
The bayou is called the Riverwalk, according according to Charles
Yeah.
Barkley.
So San Antonio, yeah, we got to save that old dirty water.
Memphis has 1,348,000 people.
Well, that's the entire.
Yeah,
that's the metropolitan, and then you dip it all the way down into North Mississippi when you talk that.
Yeah, but their market is not that large at all.
No,
But it is behind Austin.
the GDP per capita ain't
It's
there.
behind San Jose.
Yeah, the GDP per capita ain't there, but you know, whatever. White folks like the blues.
So now, what is worthy of noting is that it did debut to some pretty good ratings considering the time, and that they actually have no marquee stars. They outrated the NBA last night
game on ABC.
with the NBA the NBA
Having his last two MVPs.
I was going to say promoting their marquee players with James Harden, Paul George, and Russell Wilson.
Not Russell Wilson.
I mean, what's his name? Russell Westbrook. Excuse me.
I mean, he's having.
They say we
That's
all
fine.
look alike. According to Ahmad, they're not
He's
us.
having a good week.
Russell Wilson, he's not us.
Russell Wilson's got 2 African American parents.
So did Cory Booker, but you threw him out of us too.
I didn't throw
Well,
Cory
yeah.
Booker out. No. That's not why I threw Cory Booker out. I threw Cory Booker out because Cory Booker's sus in a lot of ways.
He's
I mean,
sus?
Oh yeah, he's
Sus.
suspect in
I
his
heard that
dealings
name
with
long.
Wall Street, and he's very sus because for some reason it's a big announcement that he's got a girlfriend.
Right?
Oh.
And
Oh.
it's supposed to be,
Do your Cory. Do your girl. You got a girlfriend, Cory. Do ya?
And guess who it's supposed to be?
Oh.
It's Rosario Dawson, right?
Rosario Dawson.
Oh,
Is
shut
it
up.
really?
bro.
I had not heard that.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's not really. Is Rosario one of us?
No, Rosario's
She's Afro-Latina, huh?
No, Rosario's a bunch of stuff. Look her up.
Afro Latina.
She's all
Is
kinds
that
of
what you
stuff.
just called it?
But part of it is
Is that
African American. But no, I mean,
You count Carly B? She's
I
Afro-Latina.
definitely don't count Cardi.
Who is that?
I definitely don't count Cardi B. And everybody in Trinidad ain't Afro. Like I was trying to tell people about Kamala Harris being Jamaican. Everybody in Jamaica ain't Afro. So you can't just somebody claim Jamaican or Trinidad does not make them Afro.
But if you're a dark-skinned Jamaican, you're not Afro.
You could be a dark-ass Indian. You don't have to be of African descent. But we're gonna go down a rabbit hole here.
That we are.
No, you gonna go down a rabbit hole.
But
don't you worry, brother. I got you.
Yeah.
Get here. I thought it was
No. Hold on. Since y'all want to bring up Cory Booker, did y'all see him on the Breakfast Club?
We did. At least I did.
I did not.
Okay.
Watch the Breakfast Club.
Well, I mean, look. Unfortunately, it's where people go to talk to us. I think it's ridiculous that
That's
they
where
have
Hillary
to.
Rodham went, bro.
Yeah, that's where people come to talk to us. When they want to come talk to us, they go there.
Okay.
Anyway, they asked him a very direct and pointed question.
Which was, does he have a black agenda?
Yes.
Nah, I'm with you on
And
this.
he
And he
completely
tap
failed.
danced his behind off. It really kind of made me angry.
He
I'm
said-
with you there.
Well,
It's like, well,
he's
I have
African American.
an American agenda. I was like, where are your male parts?
Testicular nose.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Maybe
Why
he
do y'all
had too
think?
much fun with his girlfriend.
Why do
Rosario
y'all
Dawson is Afro-Cuban,
Right.
Puerto Rican, Irish, Native American.
Right.
That's Afro-Cuban.
Still not African American.
She Afro-Cuban.
That's fine, but that's not the same as us. But okay,
She's
let's
what?
keep moving.
Wait, say it again?
Afro-Cuban, Puerto Rican,
Okay.
Irish,
How's she all this?
and Native American. One
Was
of them
she
was her
born in
dad.
America?
Her daddy was never in the picture,
How is she all this?
but he was
Okay,
the
so
dad.
that's the Afro part.
That's probably
Was
how
she
to say
born
you
in
don't know
America?
that because
Wait,
the
but
Irish part.
How is she Irish too?
Well, I mean,
Because somebody has some Irish.
because somebody was Irish in her
But
family.
you don't count that, man.
You don't
Well,
count.
yeah, you do. I mean,
Oh, okay. Then I'm
Then you got
If
some
you
Irish in you
identify
too.
yourself
right.
as
Yeah,
that,
I mean, you've got a little bit of it in you. I do.
if you identify yourself as that, then you are that.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tirico. You know, Mike Tirico doesn't
Well,
claim to be black.
Mike Tirico's confused.
Mike
He's
Tirico
Canadian.
said he's Italian.
Yeah, Mike Tirico
Well,
don't
hey.
understand that his
We
mama.
all know about Tiger Woods.
No. Mike Tirico. Mike
No.
Tirico mama had a fling with Chuck Berry's drummer back in '58 and just didn't tell nobody.
Hey, what the voice
That is
Mike
his black
said?
man.
What's
When
Mike
I saw
said?
that, I was like, what is this dude talking about? I never knew my dad, but I'm Italian. Okay.
What Spike say on Do the Right Thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what they say about the Italians with the kinky hair?
Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Mike Tirico's stuff doesn't go way back there though. Like his stuff is an immediate parent. I couldn't believe that when I read that about Mike Tirico.
But see, this is why I need my boy Dr. Trey, because I want to ask him, man, like, why don't you think
Yeah, Dr.
anybody has the fortitude to say yes or run on a black agenda? They don't realize black people vote.
We do.
And especially when they're motivated, especially black women vote.
But we don't outvote other constituencies.
They do when they're motivated.
Other constituencies are always motivated.
And the problem is when the other people, they don't want your agenda to be pushed at all.
Right.
So a black agenda is very unpopular with everybody else.
Like that, I heard a lady say, yeah, they get us all excited, you know, make love to us, and then people's in the wet spot.
Mhm.
We was laying by ourselves in the wet spot. Anyway, so AAF, different rules. They have definitely made a concerted effort to go to be different in what they perceive to be what's wrong with NFL.
Well,
When you say different rules, such as
no.
what?
Oh, okay, I'll get it, but okay. The fact that they're on CBS and they're on the NFL Network and the Bill Polian's involved.
NFL is in on
The
this.
NFL's in on this.
Right.
The
Oh,
NFL.
Bill Polian's on it?
Yeah, Bill Polian's one of the
Hey,
people
it's
who
about to be a
started.
minor league. They're about to
That's
So-
exactly what
oh,
I said.
yeah,
It's going to be
yeah.
the NFL minor league.
Well, even more so than the NFL minor league, what it is where the NFL is going to test these ideas, these rule changes. We're going to see the feasibility of it is going to come. The best thing about it is they want to keep games to under 2.5 hours.
Okay, so keep it
But
moving.
there's going to be no television timeouts.
That's
So,
good because TV timeouts come right after the kickoff,
Right before the kickoff.
right before the kickoff.
and there's no kickoffs.
There's no kickoffs?
No kickoffs. You get the ball from the 25. And
take it from the one, like the whole.
You can punt. You can only kick field goals during regulation. In overtime, you can't kick field goals. Overtime, you get the ball from the 10, first and goal, and each team will have a chance. The game still can end in a tie. In overtime, you have to go for 2, And the most intriguing rule though, since there's no kickoffs, right? Let's say I'm down 9 and I score a touchdown. Yeah. How you do the onside? You have to go to your 28-yard line and convert a 4th and 12. And that's
Wait. So I just scored. I was down 10. I just scored. It's under 20 seconds left. I need the ball back. So after I just scored and now I'm down 3,
I'll say I want to go for an onside.
they will put me at the 28.
Your 28-yard line.
And you got to get to the 40-yard line.
At least.
I mean, my 28. Okay, so I got a lot of room to work with.
But you can score a touchdown.
And as long as you get to 12 yards, then you then what? Start at
You
the
get
1?
the ball. You get to keep the ball.
But
Yeah, so
where?
what happens after you get the
I
first
imagine
down?
you get to keep the ball.
Where? Like
I didn't
right
go
there?
into that from where you get it. Because you can score a touchdown on that play. I do know that. You can have a walk-off touchdown. If you score a touchdown, yeah, you can. If you score a touchdown, you score a touchdown on that play. Another interesting thing about this league, for people like me, is that the app, I downloaded the app, even though I don't know nobody who plays. But there's in-game betting.
Oh, okay.
They encourage betting. In-game betting and in-game fantasy betting.
Okay.
Yeah, because
This is something that's also going to come to the NFL.
This is definitely an NFL.
And the app is the only way to do it, or the best way to go about it.
Just imagine.
And there goes your allegiance.
Yeah, well, just imagine how popular.
There goes the alliance, right?
No.
There goes the alliance right there.
What you're doing is you're taking away from these people like DraftKings and stuff with that in-game.
I'm saying.
And
But this being a NFL experimental league.
Well, technically it's not.
Yeah, well, that's the alliance.
It's not, but yes, we us being sensible thinkers and people who can see through the smoke. Yeah, more than likely there's some partnership with the NFL in this of some kind, but technically it's not. It's not an NFL experimental league, but I'm sure that they have some.
But if you're on the NFL,
it wouldn't be on CBS definitely. I mean, the NFL didn't approve.
You're going to be transactioning.
Right, and being on the NFL network, so I guess so. Yeah, they are definitely partners. They're probably.
You're going to be transactioning players.
But you also can't call it the D League because that automatically makes people think it's less.
As a matter of fact,
right.
there you
So
go.
you
You're
don't
right.
want to do that. Yeah.
That's your alliance. You're right. That's your alliance because it's aligned with the NFL. It's just not the NFL.
Right.
So, or do they have the same helmet-to-helmet hits and like
all
is
those
it
rules
more,
are supposed to be the same.
They're still supposed to translate over. It's not like
it's
a
not a
XFL
tougher game
or-
of football
okay.
like Vince McMahon.
Okay.
It's not that.
It's not a gimmick.
You're right.
So my question is, the NFL has been able to, I guess, keep hold of this entire landscape since I don't know however long. Do you see this working? Even if they have the NFL kind of underneath them in the background, do you see this sustaining itself and being around longer than 3 years?
I do. Let me tell you why. Because I can foresee some of the top collegiate players who got into some trouble, i.e., Mr. Dante Francois. Is that his name? DeAndre Francois.
But she recanted though.
Right, but as of right now,
still kicked out the school.
as of right now, he has no team to play
He's
for.
a
But he does still have eligibility.
Habitual.
But say for whatever reason he doesn't get picked up by a team, right?
A college.
A college. Although this year probably wouldn't be a good example, but now he has a league he can go to. He can declare pro and go play in that league.
Yeah, and it's a pretty
Maurice
good
Claret
contract.
would have loved it.
Yeah,
Maurice Claret would have loved it. Mike Williams would have loved it.
Everybody's got a 3-year non-guaranteed contract. 3 years, $250. First year they make 70. Second year they make 80. Third year they make 100.
Really?
Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody. So that's how it's structured. 52-man roster. I mean, it could be a good deal.
Wait. So I could be literally the 50th person on the team and thus play. Well, I guess there is no special team.
It's a 53-man roster.
Barely play.
52-man roster.
52.
For some reason they took one away.
Because they don't have a kicker. I
They
mean,
don't
no
have a
need for a
kicker.
kicker.
Kick
huh?
off.
Well, they have the kicker and the punter is the same dude.
Yeah, it's no need for a kicker.
There's no need for a punter.
A punter, I should say, yeah.
Or 2 specialists.
So,
So
But
then that's why the
everybody's
game
got
goes so fast because it's always basically
well, and
you got the ball you
they
keep going.
took the television time out.
Yeah, the television timeout. So, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing to see.
I like it. From what I'm hearing so far, I like it.
Hey, but did y'all see, speaking of DeAndre quarterbacks who punch girls from Florida State, did you see who Texas Southern just picked up?
Oh,
Texas Southern just picked up.
DeAndre, whatever his name was, dude just punched the girl at the bar.
Oh, on the
From
tape.
Florida State?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The original one?
He's going TSU.
What happened to him at Auburn?
I guess it didn't work out.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Hey, but let me be quiet. I was gonna say, let's go Texas. Let me leave that alone.
And who was that dude that went there before?
That man was
Bobby
assaulted.
Reed or something like that?
Yeah, Bobby
He
Reed.
was verbally assaulted.
No, he was assaulted. That girl put her fist
Oh,
in
she
his face
did.
and he blocked.
Well,
And held on to
we
her
have
fist.
stated more
And she
than
kicked
once. We have stated more than once. Provocation is not justification.
No, it's not.
However, I'm kind of tired of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You can't win. It's a lose-lose situation. But I'm happy to see the young man landed somewhere.
Because who else did I see?
This is
That's
how
a
they
good
all
place
should do.
for
They
it.
all
I mean-
should have to go down and get out of D1. When you're kicked out, when you want to transfer, blah 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 blah.
You think they gotta go down?
They all should have to get out of
Why?
D1.
Coaches don't have to do that. Why would you hold players to a higher standard than you hold the professionals?
The people
If I
who-
could, I would do the coaches the same way. But coaches usually don't. If you get kicked out, you definitely should have to go down.
Yeah, but sometimes that's subjective.
No, it's not. That's
Yeah,
what-
like-
Prime example,
DeAndre
look at what
Francois.
happened to DeAndre Francois. She recanted. Now, what for her reasons for recanting?
She
we
also
don't know.
recanted the first time.
This is
and
true.
that's just the 2 times that we heard of, and we know that the cops
And-
cover up stuff.
One thing we don't know for certain is what actually happened.
No, we
But
don't.
One thing we do know for certain is he is no longer on the team.
Right.
So
And
should
he can help that
be,
team.
Should he be forced to go down until the actual truth or whatever
Or-
the matter might be is revealed?
No, he should be forced to go down. He should
That's
just
what
not
I'm
be able
saying.
to transfer. Once that has occurred, and
Well, he
because-
get kicked off the team. He shouldn't be able to transfer.
Yeah, I know. He should be able to go find.
Don't forget, he is still a student.
yeah, and if he wants to just go to class, he can go to Harvard. I ain't gonna have a problem with that. If he wants to play football, I think he should have to go down to the second division.
But why?
Why? Because he plays football?
But why?
Because number one, the second division is basically becoming obsolete, which it wouldn't be that way.
No, there's some good football
It's
players.
There is some good football players, but there's also some,
Joe Flacco came out.
there is also some
Wait, hold on.
great
Why would
football
you name
players
Joe
that are
Flacco?
just
Anyway, good.
doing nothing. And
Carson Wentz.
Exactly. So
Carson Wentz, that was
And
Basically the same program.
and keeping it real, did y'all see the Southern guy that
Yeah, that was-
that
that was-
was
I was gonna say, they-
recruited by LSU?
yeah, it's
yes,
three of
I
them.
tweeted that.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite a few,
Quite a few.
three
Mhm.
star
Yeah, go check that
recruits
article out. It's
went
on,
to
Brian Sparks'
HBCUs
Facebook.
this year.
Yeah.
Because you know Grambling got a couple last year. They got a couple 3-star
Mhm.
recruits. So it's definitely like, and then like you said, if truth be told, swag football is exciting.
Yeah, it can be.
Yes, it
Because
is.
they are air raid, air raid, air raid.
And you
Always
can't
have.
tell me that North Dakota State doesn't have a few 3-star recruits on their squad.
Absolutely.
Minnesota
And
State.
Sam Houston
You
State,
guys-
too.
They're going good, man.
Sam Houston State,
Yeah.
Eastern, what is the one with the red shirt?
Oh, Eastern Washington.
Eastern Washington.
I mean, but those schools.
James Madison.
Yeah, but a lot of those schools rely on those transfers, though. Not the ones he's talking about. He's
Not
saying
those.
Somebody gets in trouble.
Well, yeah, that's
These are
okay.
guys who go somewhere and was like, I'm 4th string. Let me go
And
there.
they just leave.
Yeah.
Or, but you have those that leave that are second string, and then I don't know. I just don't like the ones that leave Alabama and go to Ohio State, and then the Ohio State dude leaves Ohio State and
Well,
goes
the
to
graduate
Oklahoma,
transfer
and then the
rule is
Oklahoma
pretty
guy
good.
leaves Oklahoma and goes to Miami.
But if a guy graduates in 3 years and he wants to go somewhere, I think he should be rewarded for that. Because they are supposed to be student athletes. So if that kid graduates early and wants to go to another school and play ball, I think that should be his reward. Because you get very few rewards unless you know some good boosters.
Right, and I would
can
say
see
so,
that.
and
That
why
would make
not?
that more. I can see that because that way you promote the graduation aspect. So
And why not though? Because when you have kids committing to coaches who are selling them all kinds of dreams, and then the coach leaves for a better opportunity, why would you then hold their kid
I say,
hostage?
I say it should all be a farm system.
the coach should not be able to do that either. The coach should not be able to walk into the room, say, "Hey, guy, I'm going to be here for 4 years," and then leave and a month later to take a better job.
So you say everybody should be forced to go down?
I'm saying everybody should.
Coaches, players, trainers,
if you voluntarily
ADs.
want to leave, if you voluntarily want to leave your situation that you're in simply because you don't like the situation that you chose, I think there should be some sort of consequence for that.
What if it's involuntary?
I mean, if it's involuntary, then if you beat somebody and got kicked out, which is involuntary, then I definitely feel like you should have some consequences. If they just say you're not good enough to play for me anymore, you probably shouldn't have went there in the first place.
These are kids.
Yeah, and you make a decision when they're 17, 18.
Thank you. You asking these kids to make a life decision at 17, 18, coming from.
You're putting more restrictions.
No, I'm
on
not.
them
I'm saying go there. Stay there. You're second string. Try to be first.
Yeah, but if you see you're not going to be, if you're a quarterback, you go there and okay, and you just don't develop, and there's 3 quarterbacks there, but there's a spot over here, you can go to Indiana and play. Why can't you go there?
Not to mention you're being asked to make a decision without knowing all of the facts,
Right.
and they really give you a very small window to make this decision in. So now you're given a very small window to make the decision, and then you make a 4-year commitment in that small window, and then you say, "I gotta hold you. I'm holding you
School
to
only has
that."
1-year scholarships. They should have the 1-year
It's really a
scholarship.
6-year commitment because it's 6 years renewable, your scholarship.
Right, you get 5 years to do 4.
Well, you get 6 really because it's a 6-year renewable. Even after you graduate, you can still, if they'll have you.
Yeah,
I mean, but they've already taken up so many rules because they'll get, no, but even if you graduate and you want to be like a grad assistant, you can still get that scholarship and go to grad school that's 60 year or whatnot. And you can do audio visual or whatever for the team, anything.
Really?
But still, yeah. It's 6-year renewable granting aid is what it's called. But they messed it up because now they can take that away from you for any reason. They used to not be able to just take it away from you because you got hurt or something. And now they can take it away from you. Now a new coach comes in, he can get rid of all of y'all.
Right. And so what's that kid supposed to do? You saying those are the ones that are free to stay at that level, D? So say a new coach comes in and he decides, you know what, you don't fit in my system. Those kids
all of
you're
them
saying
should be able
according
to,
they should be able to
when
go.
when that occurs, all of them should be free to transfer to wherever they want to go. Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of kids do pick schools because of the coaches. Do pick schools because of the assistant coaches, the strength trainers, and all that other relationships that they build.
Right.
So when all that gets run amok, then yeah, they should be able to have the opportunity to go anywhere they want, just like their coach had the opportunity to go anywhere they want. I'm saying when you're not succeeding where you're at, I don't like the fact that they can just say, okay, I quit. I'm gonna go here where it's easier for me to succeed.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do that. That's America. I understand.
They have
That's very
few rights as is. Like Gamal said just now about it should all be a farm system, right? Which it really is, but it's not. That's why they created the term student athlete.
Amateur.
They made up a term called student athlete in order to not give them any kind of rights, so that they're not protected by certain labor laws when it is crazy labor.
It is the biggest racket they got.
You do way more than 40 hours a week.
It is a
playing college football, or playing any college sport, but definitely college football. So, in order for them not to have to compensate you and for them to tell you that, well, we gave you a free sociology degree, that's your payment.
Enjoy that.
We gave you a free degree in African American studies.
Right.
You can't tell me Martin Luther King's birthday, but we gave you a degree. You know, the whole thing is unfair. They already don't have enough rights. As you got a bunch of dudes that really, they shouldn't even. I heard Arian Foster said dudes should be able to go. They should be able to major in football.
They should.
I don't know about
They
that.
should. You should.
They're doing that anyway.
I was gonna say technically they should.
And there's a lot of money to be made.
I was just saying
in
the amount
football.
of revenue that is generated from college football. Why you can't major in football?
But that, it's not just
say major in football.
Why? But no,
you
that's
can
football.
major in football business. You can major in football logistics.
No, you should
Sportsmanship.
major in just
sports
football.
business.
That would be the sports business. That would be learning how to do interviews.
No.
That would be
You get the
learning
whole
how to
business
manage your
of
money.
football.
That would be learning how to find
that is
places
just
where
a
you're living.
mockery
And
new, I would say.
You said that's a mockery.
It's already a mockery. The whole system
okay,
is
so
a
instead
mockery.
let's just
Let
play
it
them
be.
The
basketball.
entire system's a mockery.
But then they would really not go to class.
Good.
They
Major
don't.
in university
No.
studies.
They would
What is
because their
that?
classes is their life.
What is
That
university
what they
studies?
have to
They
do.
are still student.
Hadar,
athletes.
what?
I
No, they're
understand
not. Student athletes are made up term.
No, football players are
And
not student athletes.
Neither are basketball,
Because-
neither are baseball
What are
players.
you
Because you
saying?
Hold
major
up.
in football,
Hold
that
up,
does
hold
not
up, so-
mean that you still
wait, hold
don't
up.
have your 2 years of undergraduate,
That
that you
means-
still don't
that
learn
means
everything else that you would normally
Everybody.
learn.
That means if you're gonna do it in football,
You gotta do it for everybody, absolutely.
everybody has to major in.
Divers should major in, or should have the option of majoring in diving. Swimmers should have the option in majoring in swimming.
What is
volleyball
majoring
players.
in diving?
I don't know, whatever it might consist of.
What is majoring in swimming?
Learning statistics into the sense that
That's called statistics.
right, that is. So all these is it all not all relative? So then you have to know mathematics in order to play football. You got to know yardage. You got to know distance.
They don't.
You got to know. You
They
got
don't know how to read.
You got to.
Okay.
That's
So-
the problem.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Why not give them something that you know that they are interested in,
They're
and
not
allow
even-
them to have a
They
degree
might
in
show
it?
up for class for that.
Because truth be told, all
Yeah,
college
they would.
is all college is what? Giving you a paper saying that you're what, trainable.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't they why won't they major in media?
A lot
Some
of them do.
do.
A lot of them
Some. I'm saying why all of them don't.
But they tell you what you can't major in. If you go there saying I want a double major in chemistry and biology, they're gonna say, "Oh no, no, no,
You're
no,
not gonna be able to
no."
do that and play
You got
football
me.
for us, sir.
So they tell you what you can't major in.
No, they don't say that in Duke.
And Notre Dame, they make them
I-
go to math.
I guarantee you 100% they tell them that it
Man, please.
They tell them that it do more
Quarterbacks.
so than anywhere.
The Duke quarterback's major, and he's going to the combine.
Mm-hmm.
Majored in some crazy science.
What science? What was it?
Some crazy science.
Yeah, it might
Some
be
Jones.
crazy. It's gonna fool around.
I don't see what's wrong with.
atmospheric science or something like that.
I don't know. You can't necessarily do it with everything, but with the major sports, with
The revenue generating
50,
sports.
60,
I don't even think it has to be
$100 billion
there
There is none.
industry.
There is no the only revenue generating sport is football.
No,
No,
football and
that's
basketball.
basketball.
Football and
Basketball.
basketball.
Baseball
Football
is
and
swimming
basketball.
in money.
No.
Baseball
No.
has the
I'm
highest
telling you right
regional
now.
contracts of any other sport out
Football
there.
and basketball.
Basketball makes quarters compared to what football does.
Well, of
It's
course,
still
basketball
revenue,
is-
though.
but it's still
It's
revenue.
it's more than swimming.
Men's
It's more than
basketball.
volleyball. It's more than soccer.
I
It's more
understand
than
It's more than all that
They make
combined.
enough where they
understand
can
that,
throw
but they
away
do
money on the
nothing.
WNBA every year
They
for the
do
last
nothing.
25 years.
Basketball does nothing.
compared to football,
Does
right?
nothing.
But they still
All
a
the
big
money-
revenue sport.
All the money. You don't see colleges dropping any sport for a basketball squad. You don't. You see colleges dropping all they sports for a football squad.
Yes,
Wait.
the football
Who
is the
is?
king.
Yeah, what sport is drop? What sport are they dropping to play football?
But, every college that
It
does
has to
that-
be a men's sport because they can't drop any women's sport.
Right, they can't
Well,
drop
yes,
Title
they
IX
can't.
won't allow them to drop women's sports.
There are schools, and y'all know schools that just have football.
Who?
Just have football.
No, you
Can't
don't.
really do that.
There's more schools that probably don't have football.
No,
than
There's
that.
probably most schools
No,
that
because
don't
football's
have
so
it.
There's
expensive.
100 and something.
And now I know of
Division
schools.
one.
I know of schools who have started football programs to generate revenue. Absolutely, like HBU, because they were literally saying no one was coming back to campus for homecoming, so they said we have to have a football team,
Right.
and so they created a football program. I know that.
And again, you prove my point. It doesn't matter. You keep going.
No.
Generate revenue.
No, but it's not necessarily to generate revenue. It's to get students there too.
Generate
Because
revenue.
students want to go to schools.
Right,
Which
but
doesn't
that's
also
also
promote-
that's also not
which
what we
generates-
said. We didn't say
Right.
we didn't say that.
But
we
I-
said
no,
But you
we,
said
we're all
basketball.
in agreement
Well, we
that
are.
football is the king revenue
Right.
maker.
But you said basketball doesn't.
You said
generate
basketball
revenue.
don't make no revenue. It may not
So,
make them
all the
money.
TV
that,
money?
that
Okay.
matters. That matters.
So last
they don't
year,
take
the
basketball
NFL
revenue.
made $13 billion.
They don't.
By
Who
far the
doesn't take
most.
basketball revenue?
Everything comes from football.
Why do you think March Madness is so huge? Why do you think March Madness is so huge?
It's not even bigger than the 4 games we have.
We're not talking about it being the size of football. We're saying it's still a large revenue maker.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so huge? Because football's huge there.
All of that.
All those
makes-
people went because of football. Like, okay, the football's over. Let's watch something else.
I
Nah,
guarantee
but
you,
you got schools like
I guarantee you, the players who agree to play basketball in Michigan are not agreeing to play basketball in Michigan because of the football team.
I bet you that's why they have basketball, because of the football team.
No.
What?
Yes.
Kansas could get rid of football tomorrow.
And should.
And it's,
Okay.
and they damn well should.
Okay. Why
Kansas
haven't
could
they?
get rid of football
Why haven't
tomorrow.
they though?
Because they still get that
Because
$5
basketball-
million check every
yeah.
time you
Because they're a part of
Because
the
they're in the
Big
Big
12
12.
contract.
They're in the Big
Yeah.
12 and they get paid.
You don't hear that about anything about basketball.
And
It's
then
the same way
basketball
in
makes
basketball.
enough money to cover
But the
football.
money
in
that they
Kansas.
get is shared through the
Yes,
conferences.
basketball at
That
Kansas
money
makes
is
enough money to
nothing.
support football.
No, that back.
Yes, it
football supports the whole college.
Not at Kansas, not at
Oh,
Kentucky.
stop, even at Kansas.
Not
That's
at
so
Duke.
crazy. Even
No,
at
it's not at Kansas.
Even
No.
at Duke.
Have you ever seen a game at Kansas?
Yeah,
How empty that
you see how
stadium is?
small their stadium is?
And how
in
empty
Kansas?
it
Have you
is.
seen
Not in
a
Indiana.
football game at Kansas?
In
If they have a
Indiana, they
football
don't.
game,
Yes, because of the basketball team, they get to be in the Big 12 and sharing their revenue.
no.
Yes, it's
That's
because of the basketball team.
Football.
No, it's because of the basketball
Because it's
team.
football.
You don't think that the Big 12 would be much better off kicking Kansas football out, keeping basketball, and getting
Moving
somebody
into
else
the
in there?
So now, let's look at it this way,
Football.
right? The Big East. The Big East was a conference because of basketball.
Right?
Now, it disbanded because of football.
Mm-hmm.
But the
They got
basketball
football.
teams still generate a large amount of money. Is it to the extent of their football team? No.
At some schools it is.
Syracuse's basketball team, world renowned, very prestigious basketball team, it generates money. Does it generate the money that their football team? Probably that more than their football team at Syracuse? Yes.
I don't know.
Does Kentucky's basketball
team
team?
still
I think
fill
it
up
would
that
because
dome.
you're not getting any kind of marketing, any kind of sponsorships, any kind of anything from Syracuse football.
Nothing.
All of that is going to Jim Bay.
Yes, you are.
And
All of that is
Kentucky,
going to basketball.
Syracuse is a bad example because Syracuse is what killed the Big East. Because
Right.
Syracuse wanted people to play football again.
Right. They wanted people to
That's
play
why they
football
let
again.
Miami and
But the
people like
reason
that
they
in
wanted
the
people to play football again is because their basketball team was generating their money.
And they watered down the basketball league by putting people like Pitt
And Louisville and
Louisville
Cincinnati and all them was in
Miami
it for a
too.
second. Yeah.
Remember Miami was in the Big East playing football.
Baseball made Major League Baseball made the second most money last year.
So
Well,
not to
yeah.
mention that again, Kentucky. I know Kentucky's basketball team generates more money than their football.
No, it's SEC football. No, it doesn't. It does not.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't.
I know Kansas
That's gonna be a good
basketball team
argument. Doesn't matter
generates.
what you say.
I know.
No, I'm just saying. No, but if you say anybody in the SEC, it doesn't matter how trash they are.
Vanderbilt?
In the SEC, they
You don't think
generate
Vanderbilt basketball?
more money than the football team generates more money,
I
regardless
wouldn't
what
say.
you say.
The only way Kentucky's generating money is if they go play Michigan or somebody who's going to pay them to
So
come.
they damn near won the SEC this year.
Yeah, that's fine. And then they
It
still
didn't matter.
probably
They
have a
still
sellout
got
all year.
Tim Couch.
And they, yeah, Tim,
All
okay.
these, all the boosters don't care about that football. That's where they get their money.
No, not
That's how
Kentucky.
Nike-
If that was the case,
That's
you
how
wouldn't even
Nike-
know who Coach K was. You wouldn't even know who Jim Boeheim was.
Calipari.
You wouldn't even
So
know
you
who
said
Dick
Duke
Vitale
doesn't generate
was.
more money than their football team?
ESPN pays
You
billions for their
absurd.
time.
That is absurd.
North Carolina.
Thank you. North Carolina doesn't generate more than their
Hell,
football
NC
team?
State.
No,
Any of those
no,
ACC
they
schools.
don't. I'm
except
telling
Clemson.
you. Just because you know of them more, doesn't mean they generate more. They do not. Football.
Just because they're in
generates
a
the most-
football conference doesn't mean their football program is generating them the most money on their campus.
Football generates the most money on every campus.
As a whole, yes. As when you break it
That
down,
means nothing.
no. As you break
That
it
means it all.
down, as you break it down proportionally into the to the individual campuses, that wouldn't be true.
Why wouldn't it?
Because Kentucky's basketball team generates more money than its football
No
team.
matter what, that run you're talking about, they don't get that much money compared to even the worst Kentucky team. going to
Kentucky
a
plays in an
bowl game.
invitational every outer conference game they play.
It doesn't
Duke
make-
plays in an
does
invitational
not make
every outer
does not
conference
come
game
close
they
to
play.
a bowl game.
You're not gonna sit there and tell me
Okay.
that Duke's basketball team does not generate more money than Duke's football team.
Who signed a contract with ESPN as a team.
That's
As a
all fine and
team.
good. That's all.
Notre Dame's football team. got huge revenue. They are one of the places you could say football gonna always be the king. It's nothing any other sport on their campus can do.
No, there's a bunch of schools like that.
There's a bunch of schools, but there are schools that are the opposite of that. Syracuse is one of those tricky ones where you're like,
Okay. I'll give, yes, there's outliers to everything. There's outliers, okay, but they're not the rule. So the rule is football.
But you're saying because football is such a popular sport in America, you're under the assumption that that means at every campus it's the biggest revenue. It's not.
It's not. I'm telling you.
At UTSA, I guarantee you their football team is not bringing them the money their basketball team.
Are you
is
serious?
Nah, because
they play Miami, they play Arizona, yes.
they paid for Miami to come to San Antonio.
It doesn't,
Okay, which is the craziest thing. And that was trying to get people to buy tickets to go to that horrible
I was
stadium.
saying, all them bowls don't be paying out though, like BCS bowls.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like the Alamo Bowl ain't gonna knock y'all $5 million for winning that.
man. Okay, so they knocked 3.2.
No.
Stop playing. I promise you.
The
I
Houston
think
Bowl.
Yeah.
You think Max knocking off 3.2 million?
He made the
1.5 at
3.2
least.
Okay, that's fine.
And look, that 1 year he
right.
played there, you see it
For
from
making the NCAA team, for making the NCAA basketball tournament, a basketball team generates 1.67 million just for making the tournament.
Okay. Making a bowl game. Go to the lowest bowl game.
Yeah, for making a bowl game, you would generate your money as well.
Why's my computer
More
saying
than that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And so that's all I'm saying.
Dude,
But the
hold on.
Duke doesn't go to a bowl game.
What are you
So
talking about?
if
Yes,
Coach K goes to the NCAA tournament
Duke's
and makes
gone-
1.6,
Duke's
Duke
gone to
wins
8 bowl
6
games,
games,
matter of fact.
and they go to the R.L. Stein Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee.
the Champ Sports Bowl.
You still think they're going to make more
Yes.
than Duke, who went on a preseason tour at the beginning of the year,
Yes.
who has an ESPN documentary?
Yes, I do.
It's not even
Why
the bowl
you
game,
think
though.
football is going to be more than
But it's not even the bowl
and that money
game.
gets split between everybody anyway.
It's the TV money.
That's
Okay.
what it is. It's the TV contract.
I'm pulling this up here. University of Louisville.
It doesn't-
#1
again,
college basketball
ain't
record.
nobody-
Are you gonna listen or you
43
just
million.
gonna
dollars.
argue your point?
No,
43
no,
million.
I hear him.
The Dayton
Louisville.
Flyers made $14 million. You think that and they have a football team?
Look up Dayton Flyers football.
It
Villanova.
didn't make $14 million. I guarantee you.
I guarantee why are you looking it up?
Villanova. National
Oh,
champions in basketball. Their
National
football
champions
team
in
is
football.
Division II.
Well, they're 1AA. Or
Well, they just went up. I guarantee you, Villanova's basketball team is making more money than their football.
way more. That's why they're not
Okay.
FBS.
Y'all keep saying it.
I'm guaranteeing it. I know
Okay.
it for certain.
Okay. How do you know it for certain? Pull that up.
Because if they were making that kind of
If,
money,
don't say if. Pull it up.
this just looking at it, you can witness it from looking at it. If they were making that kind of money,
If
why
they
aren't they
say-
playing in the same conference on the same level
Right.
as their basketball team?
'Cause
They
they don't have the
can't
same
generate
talent.
that kind of money.
They don't have the same
Talent ain't got nothing to do with none of this. We're
Yeah,
talking
it
about generating money.
Yeah, it doesn't because
Why don't?
Indiana doesn't
You
have
still
talent.
pay for your players.
Indiana's basketball team makes more than its football.
And that's the reason why they're in the Big Ten is because of
Their
Indiana
basketball
basketball,
team.
not because
Yes.
of football. They tolerate that sorry football team to have the basketball team.
You can tell that by looking at the stadium.
Same thing with Kansas. Same thing with Kentucky.
Their basketball arena might have more seats than their stadium.
Okay, you keep.
They
you
definitely
say
have more
it's-
butts and seats.
These lies to yourself.
Dude, it's not a lie. I mean,
Everybody's trying to charge me to get these.
number
Okay,
one. Hold on.
Let's
Real
look
quick,
up
real quick.
NCAA tournament and then look up. We'll go with the biggest stuff.
But that's not what we're talking about
No.
because the Duke team's not going to that. The Kansas team's not going to that.
Why they not? They're going to bowl games.
Yes,
Like
but
the
they're
biggest
going
bowl
to
game.
low-level bowl games.
If the
Okay.
lowest level bowl games pay out in millions. In
Yes,
millions.
They pay out
They
$7
pay out more than that one run for a month.
No, but look.
For a month.
Look. You got to see how many tickets is Kentucky basketball selling. It's Duke
At
basketball
most,
selling.
at most 24,000.
Okay, good.
at
good,
most.
Good.
Wait, no, because I told you because
No, I don't know.
They
I
play
don't even know.
invitationals. They play neutral site games,
against certain teams that don't have
That's
everybody.
still that revenue. They
Plus
get
they got
money
15,
for that.
16 home games instead of 4.
That's what I'm
4
saying.
to 7. Okay.
All right.
No. But also,
Okay.
your net is going to be more.
I'll come up with the article that says
Please do.
NCAA football makes so much more money
Because football's so much more expensive too, so it's harder to make money.
Their rosters are bigger.
100 players.
Their staff is bigger. Of course, equipment and travel.
I'm all talking about that shaking the table. I'm sorry, man. We getting a little heated.
The only way that the expenses will be larger in basketball is because they play everybody twice in conference.
Right. But they're not, because you're only taking 15 players.
Right.
And you ain't got to put a whole bunch of equipment and
You're only
shoulder
taking
pads.
one floor out of the hotel. Versus
all
football
these
team
schools-
might take 2 floors.
But all these schools who play football, they have to charter an 18-wheeler to put that equipment on, send that 18-wheeler on, and they fly to the...
They got to bring
where
the
they
full
go.
marching band with them. The basketball team only brings what? The
If
little
they bring
brass.
anybody. If they bring anybody.
They bring the
just at
brass
home.
and the woodwind.
They're their home game. They might not bring them unless they're in the tournament.
Right.
You know? But whatever. Okay, let's get to some NBA, please.
Yes, NBA.
All right, so we're going to research this for next week.
We had some
Okay?
huge shakeups. Of course, the Rockets made a 3-way deal, getting Iman Shumpert. Did I say his last name? Shumpert.
Yeah, Shumpert.
Getting rid of Ennis.
Yeah.
Who else?
Dallas. I like what Dallas. And I
boy.
hate Dallas, but they are going
You
to
hate
be
the
a
Dallas
problem.
Mavericks.
Yes. No.
You don't
hate
hate
the
our
city of
fans
Dallas?
in Dallas.
Oh no. I love the people of Dallas.
Yes, we love y'all.
I love all the people of the DFW.
Man, you can say you don't like Dallas.
Nah, I love to drop shag.
City of
The little shorts.
Yeah. All right, Yellow
South
Beaver,
Dallas Creek, all
Fat
that.
Boy Freddie, all of it.
Yeah, buddy.
But they made a trade, probably the biggest one that was actually made, in my opinion. Well,
And which one is that?
that would be the Porzingis trade.
Uh-huh.
Got him and several other ancillary pieces
For DeAndre Jordan. And
he was involved mainly for Dennis Smith Jr. and another young cat. His name escapes me for now.
you had
But Porzingis was not going to resign with them, so they kind of
Anthony Davis was not traded.
still a Pelican and has to play at least 25 minutes every game that he is listed healthy, or the team gets
Subject to
fined.
fine.
$100.
Yep, the team is subject to a fine. Who else? Harris. Tobias
Oh,
Harris?
before you go there,
Yeah.
last game he played 26 minutes,
He gave him
scored
32,
30.
40, yeah, what is it?
30 plus
42,
points, double, and sat down the rest
all
of
in
the
the
game.
fourth quarter. Yes, indeed. Tobias Harris was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're gonna have some meshing they need to do, but that's gonna be an interesting look.
Reggie Bullock was traded to the Lakers.
I don't even know who that is.
That one wasn't really.
He started today.
He did. It looked not good at all. It looked not good.
For 2 points.
Who else was a trade?
We had what's that? What's that? Markel Fultz.
Markel Fultz, yeah.
Fultz was
Fultz,
traded.
whatever his name
Traded
is.
out of
Yeah, they got rid of him.
They traded him
Surprisingly for a number 1 draft pick.
because he wasn't the number 1.
Yeah, but he was also a clear bust. Why would you give up
Number
another
one.
number 1?
Number 1. He has the number 1 contract money.
Yeah, so here's this second round.
So you have to match up in
Well,
basketball.
how about you just keep your failed draft pick?
I mean, where'd he go?
I don't even know.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
went to Purgatory.
the NBA
Purgatory.
draft to me, I mean, you don't really have to.
Marc Gasol was traded as
Marc
well.
Gasol was traded.
Yeah, he was. Where
Marc
did he go?
Gasol was traded to
To the Bucks. Okay.
yes,
They're
that
on
boy
Texas.
Giannis.
Yeah, who's that? That's Hamad.
That's a mod. Okay.
Who was traded to the Bucks?
Miritich.
Okay.
Instant offense. Shelvin Mack was traded to the Hawks.
It's hard to keep up with all this.
Shelvin Mack's still in the league.
I know, right?
Candidate, but is he still in the league? He is now. Till they buy him out. Like Michael Beasley. Toronto got Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol is with Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
So
it was quite.
it seemed to be more active than past trade deadline ticket. I don't know if that's just a prisoner.
Michael Beasley was traded in
and
Wade.
then quickly released.
Immediately.
But do you all feel the same way that this trade deadline was a little more active than?
Oh,
normal?
absolutely.
I think it was
several
Right
years.
here, they say it was the most
yeah.
active in NBA history.
Oh, I didn't even. Okay, so
I believe it was filled.
it was spectacular, man.
I don't think it was super. It wasn't like
I was just watching the whole day. just on
Marquise
the phone
Morris
the whole
was
time.
traded.
I mean, with the exception of Porzingis,
And bought out, 'cause
who
they
were
said
the
he might
real
come
big
here.
stars move? I mean, there were some good
Jermichael
players.
Green went. The real big star, the boy from U of H went. Simmons, the one that was for San Antonio.
Orlando?
Yeah, he left from Orlando, went to.
Yeah. None of the big names were traded.
I know. Well,
No,
Porzingis.
Porzingis was traded. Marc
Porzingis.
Gasol is a huge.
Marc Gasol is a pretty big.
Marc Gasol is over $30 million next year.
Porzingis ain't playing this year. Marc Gasol is dang near obsolete, as is his position.
What?
Greg Monroe was traded.
How was he?
Dude, when he plays Golden State, when he plays Houston, and this is with Memphis, he doesn't get double digits.
Who was this we talking about?
Marc Gasol.
Simmons went to Philadelphia.
Marc Gasol is a very good player. I don't know if I agree.
I
I want to
would
say
say
he averages double digits.
No, for the season, sure. But when he plays those great teams, and he's supposed to be the great player,
I wish the
he
Rockets.
had that 1 year. That 1 year, Memphis was good.
I wish he was a Rocket right about now.
I don't.
And
He wouldn't
because
make
people
it
can
up
go
there.
to the basket at will on the Rockets.
We need Capella back.
He's not
The
blocking
Rockets need
nothing.
Capella back.
At least he's in the way.
No, to get dunked
The
on.
Rockets need
Okay, at least you got to dunk on something.
That would be
At least it's
exciting.
not like here. Hey,
Even if it is again.
hey, Russell, you want to lay up? Go for it.
Micaiah Richardson went to the Raptors.
Who?
Went to the
Exactly.
Sixers.
Well, why are you split these people's names?
Harrison Barnes was traded.
Oh God, that.
Had to clear way for a Porzingis.
Tyler
contract.
Johnson.
He's still in the league. Harrison Barnes. How's
Tyler
Harrison Barnes?
Johnson was traded.
I was like, you're starting in Dallas.
Thon Maker was traded.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thon demanded that trade and was successful.
Otto Porter was traded.
Yeah. Oh, the Wizards got off of
And
everybody.
Jabari Parker
The Wizards got off of everybody but
and Bobby Portis.
Wall and Bill.
Wall said he quit. He's going to go.
How you gonna quit? He got a ruptured Achilles.
From walking.
That's what you think he got.
From walking.
That's what you say. You ain't seen him walking. He said he quit because that team's trash and he's going to go get his education.
what?
I
Is
did
that
see
what
he
he
was
said?
going back to school. I don't know if it was for that reason. I think he knows, I done tore my Achilles. I need to go ahead and get a degree in case I can't play basketball. Although he did get a $126 million contract.
Jonathan Simmons was in the market.
If he just wants to get an education, God love him. But you should have enough money to where you can buy you a Subway restaurant or something, man. What are you doing? Really, you gonna go get a degree in what?
Remember when the Rockets
Good
were
job,
going
man.
Basketball.
Maxine
He
Gross
get a degree in basketball.
That's too late. Now they can't make
He
it
just got
basketball.
released.
Yeah, I know, right?
Martin retired.
What happened to
And we were gonna max him out at one point.
Yeah,
What
I
was the
know.
one-
Remember
Until he
that?
was tripping. Talking about
Yeah, till he said he wanted him up. You know, and look at you now.
What was the one we had playing with the White Howard big boy? I can't think of his
He's
name.
out the league.
He's out the league. Yeah,
Oh. Chuck Hayes?
No, Keel or whatever his name.
big boy.
Hashim Thabit?
No.
That was a bust.
That was a bust.
The play for the Pelicans.
Yeah, the foreign player.
Man, I see.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Look, that
that.
boy made 2 contracts.
Yeah, he sure
However,
Two
so
big
now the
contracts.
Rockets did give a quite a
Chicago
bit.
paid it.
Oh, Kendrick got released.
Yeah, and he might die.
Yeah.
He needs to figure out where he's gonna go.
He needs to apply
plan
for political
ahead.
asylum.
And yes, he needs to not
He
tell
needs to
anyone.
apply for political
Because
asylum.
they are looking for him.
Overstay his visa and hide like
7
25
foot Turkish
But they
dude.
gotta have him walking in that constant, man. Until he walks into the
Yeah.
constant, they can't touch him.
Hey, as you can see with those Middle Eastern countries, that don't even mean nothing.
Why did they say that they weren't
Chop you
allowed?
up right
It
there.
took 30 days before they let Turkey get into their own consulate.
Get in the what?
To get into their own consulate after they killed their guy.
I know, isn't that wild?
30 days to get in their own
That's what I'm
consulate.
saying.
Watch out, Ennis. From the garage apartment.
Prayers
Take
for
it for
you,
real,
man.
bro. I'm not laughing.
Yeah, Erdogan is not playing.
Not playing at all.
Hey, man. Hey,
Oh, God.
hey.
No, it's not.
Hey, it's not.
There's serious business
There's
going on in a lot of places.
Hey, there's some people you just, while you talking that noise, don't go back.
No, I mean you just
You
gotta
over
be a
here
little
talking
bit-
though, you can shoot all them slugs from over here.
No, you got to be a little bit
Well,
more
he's
subversive.
speaking his truth.
That's fine, but you got to be more subversive than that. Until you get that American passport, when you get that American passport, talk all the mess you
initially
want.
what
to.
he said was, I can't go back. They trying to kill me.
Hey,
Okay, but they're trying to kill him. Why? Because he spoke out in the first place.
That man said his
We speak out in our but see, that's the
He
beauty.
said,
Dude, that's a different.
we American.
That's the beauty of our country.
We're
So,
American.
what I'm
That
saying,
man said
so
he's been trying to get his green card for 5 years.
yes, he
Yeah.
has been. Remember, that's what got him in trouble at Kentucky.
Yes.
People don't know he was at Kentucky.
And he had to leave because he was not here. That's crazy, fool. That's crazy.
All of that was funny. So now we got about 2 minutes, gentlemen. We also had National Signing Day. Over the past week.
UT did well.
UT did well.
They do well every year.
Alabama once again.
Alabama
has
once
the
again
number one
self-recruiting.
ranking class. Do they recruiting class that well according to the people?
It turns out right, right?
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? They usually the national television.
I was gonna say they have been in
Even though they give them to them sometimes, but
Hey.
I mean they do keep winning.
Who's their quarterback? What quarterback did they recruit up?
It really doesn't matter.
It really does, because he's probably gonna transfer anyway. Because
I mean, it doesn't matter because they'll have a stable running backs.
Yeah, but Alabama number 1, Georgia number 2,
Uh.
Texas number 3, Texas
Texas
A&M
moved
number
up.
4,
Yeah, that
Jimbo is
Jimbo
on
up
a
there,
mission.
yeah. Jimbo up
LSU
there.
number 5.
Texas A&M make the most money.
What quarterback
in
did
college
they
football
recruit?
I
last year.
don't know. Probably somebody who's going to transfer out.
Who, quarterback?
And A&M. They got a quarterback from Florida A&M. I mean, A&M has a quarterback from Florida.
Oh yeah, let's get that Jimbo. That's what we report.
No, I'm saying, who is LSU? What quarterback LSU recruited?
And Clemson was number 10.
Because they always have a great
And we're
recruiting
winning the
class.
ship again, but that's because they probably didn't bring in the quarterback because they got their.
No, they wouldn't have shipped because their quarterback is a sophomore next year, and their star wide receiver is a sophomore
No.
next year.
Alabama got 23 four-star recruits out of 27.
We got
to leave second.
Wait, all out of Alabama too, right?
We got
I doubt it. They're national recruiting now.
Gentlemen, we gotta leave it there.
Oh yeah, our boys coming in.
You're listening to the Garage Apartment. We are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time.
We didn't talk about Javante.
We can
Davis
talk about a
and
whole bunch of
Farce.
stuff, man.
Anderson Silva getting back in our
Yeah, man, we had some good stuff happen this past
We
week.
beat up by another
Hey,
black
shout out
civilian.
to Total Distinction Designs for the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Garage
Check us
Apartment
out.
shirts.
Hey,
Soon
Website
y'all be on
coming
the side
soon.
too.
yeah, we
Website
got merch
soon.
coming soon.
Follow us. Y'all have a blessed week. Holla.
Holla.
We didn't get the outro.
I don't hear the music.
Nah, we out of that thing.
Wow, no outro.
We literally we went over by the second.
Yeah, they need to give us an hour.
Yeah, that's my fault. We're gonna have to get another one.